We'd all love to create our dream home, but it's hard knowing where to start. No problem. The Deadline Design team will show you how it's done.
Look at this. Isn't it incredible?
Amazing.
I've been an interior designer for over 20 years.
I want to make this country English garden mixed with that high-end, beautiful, elegant Parisian feel.
Mike Griggs is an award-winning builder with 25 years' experience in the trade.
The schedule is tight, but it's not looking too bad.
And Yasmin Janeem is an emerging designer with an eye for the unique and offbeat.
I'd love actually to do like a mirror ceiling.
Not over the bed.
No, not over the bed.
Together, we'll give you an exclusive insight into the design process by following a variety of different owners.
Shaynna versus Helen.
And we've still got vertical blinds, which are apparently a no-no these days.
We can't agree on anything, ever.
On hugely different budgets.
Sort of 50 to 70,000.
About 350,000.
With wildly different tastes.
I would say the style is minimalist.
An industrial warehouse.
We love vintage, Scandinavian maybe.
But all desperate to meet a looming deadline.
We've been operating without an oven for 11 weeks.
I'm not cooking outside for winter.
Because I've got relatives coming over from Germany and they're pretty fussy.
My mother and father are both turning 70 this year, so we'd really love to have a big family gathering.
Then after the odd setback...
We're 300 mil short.
I'm still just not sold.
Oh my goodness.
The dream becomes reality.
Wow.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Wow.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much.
Tonight,
And where's your stuff?
Minimalist.
looks like there's been a burglary.
It's beyond, like, that's really minimalist.
It's the case of the missing decor.
So not bold colour.
Can we crack this conservative couple?
Yeah, it's too much colour for our place.
Who said it wasn't going to fit?
Or is it too late?
I feel like it's too dark for a room now.
Nothing says modern quite like a warehouse conversion. And they're increasingly popular with urban couples like Joe and John. They found their dream home in Collingwood, a bustling inner-city suburb of Melbourne.
We've been together for 21 years. We've been in this particular house for the last 10 years.
This converted warehouse was once a lolly factory. It turned out to be just the treat they were looking for.
We happened to be driving past this property one day and there was an auction on. So we stopped the car, jumped out, ran through the place within 10 minutes. We absolutely fell in love with it and we knew that this had to be our place.
They put in a bid and got it.
Yeah, we went straight to the pub and had a drink because we were trembling because we didn't know how we were what we had just done.
Joe works in finance and John runs his own marketing company. And their latest addition to the family is Rizzo.
I've had Rizzo for 3 weeks now. She's just turned 9 weeks.
Come on, Riz.
Riz, come on. She's just started going on the lead, so it does take a while to take her for a walk.
After 11 years in the warehouse, they feel it's time to renovate. And their deadline is just 10 weeks away, when they celebrate a very important event.
My mother and father are both turning 70 years old this year, and we would love to throw them a surprise party for their 70th.
We haven't entertained for quite some time, but with this renovation, yeah, we're hoping to start entertaining again.
Joe and John describe their style as minimalist. A lot of people think that means simple, but it can get surprisingly complicated.
Hello.
Hello. Good, I'm John.
Hi, John.
I'm Joe. Hello, Shaynna.
Shaynna, and who's this gorgeous little
This
creature?
is Rizzo.
Rizzo. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh my God, we match.
You certainly
All
do.
right, well, let's look at the house. I could pat you all day. This is really cute.
Thank you.
It's a pretty typical warehouse conversion. Downstairs is open plan living with dining area, lounge, kitchen and courtyard. And upstairs, 2 loft-style bedrooms separated by a bathroom.
So how long have you been here?
We've been here for 11 years.
And where's your stuff? You've been here 11 years.
Minimalist.
That's beyond, like, that's really minimalist.
But even minimalists have some stuff.
And this?
And that's our storage area.
Oh, that's where you put everything when I came.
that's
Right, okay. So this is where you said, quick, Shaynna's coming, shove! And?
And the doors don't close properly.
Right, okay.
Yep, that's right.
Oops, all right. All right about that.
I can tell by what's missing that the boys have struggled with how to use their open floor plan.
It's such a big space.
I mean, we've thought, is this the best spot for the living area, considering we've got all of this space here? But it kind of makes sense because it's sort of in between, the closest to the kitchen.
You know, it's a big space. It feels so good, but I'm looking at a blankness. Like there's nothing that says your personality. And maybe there's little quirks as we move around, but to me, it's almost like because you don't know what to do, you've sort of stopped yourself
I'd say that's fairly true, actually.
Yeah.
So it is a bit of a blank canvas, and we...
For 11 years. And then this courtyard area, it's just beautiful. But it looks it looks like the plant graveyard.
It is a little bit, but we would like the idea of opening it up so we could use it more. Maybe opening up the doors, creating a space that makes it sort of part of this living area.
And the way the doors are at the moment, it stops you doing that.
Yeah.
And so that's the biggest issue.
We were thinking like to match the window as well, so have that sort of look on those doors.
So new doors for the courtyard. But what about the rest of the space?
We did have the idea of maybe creating a bit of a visual impact with that wall, maybe a bit of street art or a mural on the wall, which ties back in with sort of the heritage and the location.
That'd be fantastic. I love that idea. See, you have got good ideas.
Now for the kitchen. At first glance, it looks stylish. But the boys tell me there's some real issues here.
This is just...
It is a big kitchen.
Well, it takes up, like, seriously, a third of the bottom floor.
And this is why we want to utilise this space. It's really underutilised at the moment.
There's not enough storage for starters, so we've got appliances sitting on the bench, appliances in the storage area because we've got...
really?
Yeah, we haven't got enough room to put everything.
Cookware and glassware, some of it's in the storage cabinet.
Wow, that's really annoying.
Yeah, there's not enough room in here. Yeah, and that's the pantry.
It's like a pantry, it's like a spice rack.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we've got the bar. Oh, OK.
With mess,
It's really itsy-bitsy, isn't it? It doesn't give you much at all. And what about this configuration here?
Well, we thought maybe a microwave might go in there, but there's no power point there. So we've only got one power point, which is just there.
You've got one power point for this huge kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we also do not have a range hood. So this attempted a range hood is literally some kind of fan. I mean, I'm being such an open plan space, or having no range hood, the smells just waft up into, you know, just...
It's a real problem, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, we don't love the layout either, because when we do have guests come over, as soon as they sort of enter, they're inside kind of the bones of the kitchen, where when you're cooking and doing stuff, you kind of want to hide that.
Yeah.
So maybe the layout would work better. We thought flipping it the other way, looking out to the living area.
Well, it makes sense, for sure.
Good design is meant to be beautiful and functional. This kitchen looks pretty, but it just doesn't work. Upstairs, the second bedroom and bathroom aren't too bad, but I wish I could say the same for the master. It looks good, but its position above the kitchen is a real issue.
We have no walls in this room, so...
But you can just say, oh, yep, I'll have my eggs and my toast.
We do.
Oh, good, I like it. But then you've got the smells from the kitchen, the sound, and then all this light. Do you ever sleep?
Earplugs and eye masks.
Wow, wow. It doesn't function well, does it?
No, definitely doesn't.
I think you've given me some real doozies on this one, haven't you?
Clearly, my job here is to make this home work for them, and they've got some strong ideas for an upgrade. Minimalist, of course.
All right, well, grab those inspiration pics for me.
Yep. These are obviously kitchen ideas, but opening up the kitchen with blacks, with the wood and the white and the... But definitely having that extension of the entertaining area coming off the island area. We thought this was a bit of a nice idea. This was sort of the indoor-outdoor courtyard, similar to what we've got, but they've run this cabinetry
all the way through. Yeah, it looks great.
I want to take the inspiration even further. Give them a nudge out of their comfort zone.
Just got a little idea. Just because we're talking about the outdoor space and you don't have much artwork and things like that, how would you feel if the mural creeped into here?
I think that could look good.
It could look cool, yeah.
Yeah, so you'd be open to that?
Yep.
And that way, that courtyard will feel bigger.
And also connected more.
Yeah, definitely. And can I have a bit of fun with it?
I would just go for it.
Yeah, I think go for it. Look, it's a blank wall at the moment.
Yeah.
I've got a pretty good list here. We've got the kitchen, bedroom, courtyard, and an overall lift, but still maintaining the minimalist feel they love.
What are we looking at? What's my play money?
I think our absolute maximum at the moment is 110,000.
110, you know, definitely will not get those doors.
Yeah.
But to me, the key's the kitchen.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that's what's going to make this really sing and come alive.
Yep.
And just keep everything else really simple.
Excellent.
And somehow, I need to find a way to bring out the boys' personality.
Like I'm looking at that funny little flamingo and even that lamp, and it's just like looking at, that's not you.
No.
So it's almost like what's here, we need to pare back even more.
Definitely.
I can't believe I just said that.
Minimalism is tricky to get right. It's a design movement that started in 1920s architecture, using raw materials like glass, steel, and concrete. Simplicity of texture, colour, and material is key. A minimalist won't decorate, and the few elements they do add must have quality, beauty, and work in harmony with the space. We've got just 9 weeks till the boys' birthday deadline. Time to call in the troops. Interior designer Yasmin Janine, who loves to think outside the square, and trusted builder Mike Griggs.
I have this amazing warehouse conversion. It's not huge, but there's a lot of good stuff in there.
So warehouse, I'm thinking brick, concrete, is that?
All of that. So we've got polished concrete.
Perfect.
We've got exposed brick wall over there and a little bit over here. Lots of beautiful bones to work with.
Amazing.
It is sounding good.
It is. Look, there's not a lot of structural work to do, but upstairs, so this is the main bedroom, which is a mezzanine and it's open to the downstairs. So what I need to do is enclose this.
Yep.
So it's actually got a pitch in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bit of framing up there, sloping ceiling. Doesn't seem to be too hard. Great.
Look forward to it.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Time to take a look at the place.
It is tiny, but it's definitely really, really interesting. The rafters are beautiful.
As you can see, the lintel up there, that's probably where the entrance was to the other area.
Isn't it good how they just left that raw look?
Yeah, so it's got a lot of good bones to it, but...
All the makings of a warehouse. Yeah.
It's all about the courtyard, so let's have a look at that. So it's not massive, but it's a huge impact.
Yeah.
So it's a tight budget in here?
Yeah, it is. Well, it's only a small space, you know. We've got the doors that are going to happen here. Still getting pricing on whether we have bifolds or the lifting ones. It's going to come down to money.
And the kitchen will drain most of it.
It's so big, but the storage is really quite weird. They don't have as much as what you think.
It's such a funny way to have the island orientated because what am I looking at?
Yeah.
A white wall.
Remember, this was once a lolly factory. So I've already got an idea to bring some character into this place.
I don't know if they're going to go for it, but I want to get a digital print of a lolly factory and do it in sepia or black and white on here.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really like that. So it'll be a double sliding door thing.
Yeah, but 2 big ones. Yeah.
Achievable. Yeah.
Always a problem.
It's always a problem,
Always a
It's always
problem.
looking at the load, how we're going to fix it up into the ceiling.
We're going to have to call you Furrowed Brow Mike.
From one problem to the next.
Frobro, up here.
The gorgeous but dysfunctional balcony bedroom.
It's mainly sealing this up, and what I was thinking of doing is creating some little false windows. So looking like there's windows in here, but having solid panels. So there'd be a window there that opens out, and 2 windows there that open out. So let's light in when they want, then they don't need a blind.
That's a great idea. Same style as the windows in the front?
With no glass.
Oh, with no glass.
With no glass, so there's solid panels.
Put the glass back in.
Yeah, but then you have to put a blind there. So what I was thinking over here, Mike, you're going to have to poke your head around.
Yeah.
You have to create a wall there.
Get rid of the railing, put the wall in. Job in my sleep, that one easy.
In your sleep?
Yeah, easy, that one.
Wow, you didn't complain that time.
I don't complain.
Yeah. You've taken one furrow off the brow.
Budget's going, girl.
Coming up, compromises in Collingwood.
Don't freak out. Not going to have a lady in a dress with a pipe. It's all right.
The team comes together.
Who said it wasn't going to fit? It's perfect.
But will Joe and John fall apart?
Don't panic, we'll see.
Joe and John's warehouse conversion looks hipster chic. But after living here for over 10 years, they've discovered its shortcomings.
It's quite open plan, so it can feel very exposed at times, so we're probably looking to create something a bit more homely.
The oversized kitchen has no storage and the layout is all wrong for entertaining. Upstairs, the master bedroom has no walls, making it difficult to sleep. And then there's the scruffy courtyard.
It looks like the plant graveyard.
Our deadline to fix the problem is in 8 weeks, before John's parents' 70th celebration.
I got the heavy one.
So I've asked Mike to get a head start on something we all agree on: bedroom walls.
We'll start by removing the metal edging of the existing gyprock before we can build in a new frame. Up in Joe and John's bedroom, what we're doing is we're enclosing the wall from. So we started the demolition, we're about to start laying all the timbers in here. I've just got to do some measurements up to the ceiling, plumb it all up, and then we're away. Shaynna wants windows in the new walls to control the light and sound. I'm leaving 2 spaces in the front and 1 in the side. It's going to make all the difference in getting a good night's sleep.
My mission for Joe and John's place is adding character and warmth in their industrial space without losing the minimalist feel. So I've brought them here.
Hi, Joe and John. Come up.
Hi.
This restaurant captures what I'm talking about. It's an old industrial building like theirs with all the same raw materials. But the designer has added warmth with feature lights, wooden surfaces and decorative items to add character and charm.
I like that. I like seeing the bottles on display because all the different sizes and shapes and all that, I think it looks great.
Yeah.
So.
And I think definitely, you know, we walk into some, you know, cafes and go, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like I love the lighting effects and stuff, and the bottles look amazing as well.
My stomach's going to do a flip because I see that area as a cafe. I see your kitchen as a cafe. So can we do a few displays?
Yeah.
I would love that.
That would be so cool.
I've started the boys thinking about character. Next, I'm sending them to a second-hand store to get a read on the style and accessories they like.
This is cool.
What are we going to do with it, though?
I don't know, but it's kind of, could be fun.
While the guys are shopping out of their comfort zone, I'm working on their kitchen. It will be the centrepiece of their new home, and they're counting on me to make it gorgeous and practical.
I'm looking at turning the island around so it faces the courtyard and the lounge room so it'll connect the whole space. And by moving this around here, if you stand on this spot, you can actually look into the courtyard, the lounge and into the dining room. So it means this beautiful open plan living will actually finally feel like a proper warehouse space.
And I'm taking a tip from their inspiration photo by building a dining ledge off the kitchen bench. Now to test my theory on the boys. I'm bringing them to my pitch room where I'm going to show them a life-size mock-up of their new kitchen.
So this is the orientation of your kitchen.
Yep.
There's your island bench. This will be the seating area. So what we have is the bench top here, which has a sink in it as well. Then you actually go down a level and you have a table that goes all the way around.
Yep.
So it's a big bench that goes all the way around. So this actually becomes like your dining table as well as your bench.
How many people would you fit around that sort of an area?
They can fit 6 people around there comfortably, and then you can fit more squashed up if you want to.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Layout gets a tick. How about the materials?
Okay, so we have the white walls. We have this representing your concrete floor. The back wall of the kitchen is in timber. A bronze mirror splashback.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, I like
You
that.
like
Yeah,
that?
I like that.
How do you look? Beautiful? You're looking good?
But yeah, it does have that slight colour. Is that the bronze that we're talking
It's a
about?
bronze.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got a bronze tint to it.
it's nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean it's full on. So it just means you get that beautiful ambience when you're looking through from the courtyard, and it sort of dulls down the colours of everything. It's just very soft tonal.
Yep, great. Yep.
Yeah.
I like that. Yep.
But we need something else to tie this big open plan space together. And I have just the thing for the blank wall in the living room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we thought about this actually. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's missing from your place is a few simple things to make it feel like home. And I think the fireplace will end up saying home.
Yeah, definitely.
He's wanted a fireplace for like ages.
Just one last thing to sort. The artwork the boys wanted for the courtyard wall. And where better to look for inspiration than Melbourne's Hosier Lane. It's a melting pot of colour and style, and the perfect starting point to get a feel for their taste.
I just thought I'd bring to you one of the most famous laneways in Melbourne of graffiti, because there's so many different styles. And I thought, let's just go have a walk and look at some bits that you like, what you don't like, whether you like the colour. I'm straight away thinking that's not you.
It's nice, but yeah, you're
It's
right.
bold.
Yeah.
It's too much colour for our place.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
This kind of style, it seems like that more tagging graffiti.
Yeah. So that's like a gorgeous piece of art, but you don't like faces.
Yeah.
You don't like faces.
OK, street art isn't it. We need something more sophisticated.
We definitely want some proper art. We want to commission somebody, and we really want to create a work of art.
That sounds fantastic.
So I want you to have a look at this. Don't worry, you're not going to have a lady in a dress with a pipe. It's all right. What I want to do, though, is a bit more drawing, so it becomes almost like a sketch that's unfinished.
Yep, that sounds great.
So you're not going to end up with big, big, bold colour throughout the whole lot.
Yep. Fantastic.
Sounds
yeah,
great.
Like
Yes.
that. Yes.
So that's set, a strong black and white theme leaning towards illustration. And there's nothing my interior design colleague, Yasmin, likes better than a creative challenge like this.
You see this courtyard here?
Yeah.
They were thinking of having some graffiti in there.
So please tell me that that's my secret project.
That is so your project. And you know what?
Awesome.
I hate you for it because I want it, but I think it would be amazing.
Great.
I think it would be amazing.
I love it.
The thing is also not the typical sort of graffiti.
Yeah.
Of having
A little
something
bit
that's
more
just
artful and, yeah.
definitely more
considered.
artistic
Yeah.
and a commissioned artist.
So it's very subtle. Okay. So not bold colour,
No.
They need something with massive scale that makes a statement
and
of
just
something. Just one
thing.
huge
Exactly.
thing.
But that's what
Do you know what would be cool is if we are doing a graphic on this wall, do we then carry that slightly sort of creeping in that corner potentially?
Is she reading my mind?
Then perhaps the graphic extends on the floor so it kind of feels like it's growing from the floor up the wall.
Might be a bit too much for them. But
Really?
As a little sneaky vine,
Sneaky,
maybe.
not
the whole-
crazy.
yeah.
So that you say they're adventurous, but they're not.
No, they're
adventurous.
no, they're not
Okay.
adventurous. No, this is a big shake-up for them.
Okay. Great.
No pressure, yes? Creative and conservative. Over to you. It's 7 weeks till the boys' deadline, when they'll host a birthday party for John's parents, Eileen and David. We're already gutting downstairs, and Mike's got a jump on enclosing the bedroom.
This looks so good.
Okay.
It's actually going to make the room feel bigger.
It will do, actually.
Yeah. So that means that it can be sealed when they want and then open just for a bit of natural light and just a bit of airflow and things like that. So, I mean, they're mock windows. They're just going to have a solid MDF on it.
Yeah, but no more smells from the kitchen. And they'll be able to sleep, won't be so light up here.
No, it's really neat. It just looks fantastic.
My overriding concept for Joe and John's courtyard is entertainment. I want them to use the space. So what I've done, rather than introducing furniture, I've actually made built forms. A day bed and a drink ledge and a timber seat, so that there's 3 opportunities for them to interact with the space. So the day bed here has a slightly radiused corner because it's not so aggressive with that straight edge. So I've then created a timber bench to bring it back to the colours of the existing brick. To further that marrying of materials, I'm looking at introducing a tree that's going to be a Japanese maple potentially, only because of its leaf colour, and during this time of year it'll look spectacular. It's really coming together.
The other great thing about a Japanese maple is they don't grow too big. Most only make 3 or 4 metres. Perfect for a courtyard.
What kind of space are we working with? Is
it's fairly tight.
Yep.
And
okay, so it's against the wall.
It's against a wall. It's going to be recessed into this timber ledge here.
So it's basically in the back corner, so we need something to sit out from that corner.
Yeah.
So something like this is probably a bit small, but if we can go with
something like that,
a bit higher up.
And you're right, the form's gorgeous, great
this will
shape.
sit nicely against that back wall. So, and then this will come out into that side.
Oh, I love it. Can we pull it out and have a look?
Pull it out and have a quick squeeze.
Yeah, the shape's great.
Yeah, so you can start to see it a bit better there in the open.
Yeah, beautiful.
I think it'll just give that courtyard a nice colour as well.
At $100, this tree is a great buy and will give the courtyard the feature it needs.
It's an absolute beauty, the shape of it. I love it.
I'm getting to work on Yaz's daybed. It's a bit tricky because she wants the bench to float without legs. So I'm building a frame that will cantilever off the wall and hiding the supports inside a box that will double as a drink shelf. So part of Yaz's design in the courtyard was to build this bench seat. So I'm in the middle of creating it. Later on here, we're going to put a plant in the side. We're going to paint the floor and also paint the wall. Just as you come through, it's a main focal point, so this has got to look spot on. We're cladding the bench with blue board because Yaz has got some cool tiles coming, which will wrap around the curve she wants for the daybed. Part of the work, she wanted to create a corner piece on the side. Now, quickly to do that, had a piece of string, pencil on side, 500mm radius, turn the lines up. Job done. All I'm going to do is cut it out and fit it now. as you can see.
You forget how tiny this space is.
Yeah. Look, we're getting there.
It's going to work really well, though, I think. I'm loving this curve. This is spot on. I think it's fantastic. And I love the partial height wall. This is our little drink ledge.
Drink ledge?
Yeah. So that's fantastic.
Spotted gum?
Yeah. But I've got the tile.
Oh, great. Let's have a look.
So this is the beautiful hexagonal
It's a great
tile,
colour, isn't it?
This tile is going to clad all of this,
Yeah.
the front side and the back wall. So really, you're only dealing with the timber bench and this.
That's really cool. I like it.
I like it
That's
too.
going to come up great.
Bifolds will really help open up this courtyard. And I'm happy to say the boys have decided to put in the extra 14 grand to get them.
Who said it wasn't going to fit? It's perfect. Comfy?
I'm a little chilly, but
A little
you
chilly?
know,
Cool. We're right.
the ledge is perfect.
We're fine here.
Yes.
That's good.
I need to choose a benchtop for the kitchen. It needs to be super simple with clean lines. Stone is visually too busy, but this engineered acrylic and mineral blend could be just the thing.
This solid surface was originally used for commercial industrial applications like hospitals and test labs, so it's incredibly tough. But now it's used in domestic situations. It allows us to mould and shape the kitchens to any way we want. So what I'm going to do for the boys is create a seamless look. I'm going to mould the sink into the bench top with the solid base and then put some grooves in here for the drainage board. It really is that perfect material for the minimalist look that I'm after.
Back on site, the master bedroom is almost complete. The solid walls will cut out the light and noise, but it's not totally enclosed. So the last thing I've got to do up in the master bedroom today is fit the final 3 windows. Shaynna's idea up here was not to have glass, but a solid backing. But when you open the window, you still got the light, but when it was closed, we still had the privacy. Downstairs, we've cleared the place out so we can resurface the concrete slab. It's a bit like sanding a timber floor to freshen up the grain, except we're grinding off the top layer of concrete to expose the aggregate stone texture. And the guys can't wait to check it out.
This is what I was hoping for, that was going to have some kind of texture in this floor. It's exactly what I think we were wanting.
Especially because you've got the terrazzo bit, it'll actually be a lot darker. But I'm so glad you love it because I just feel it adds that grittiness to this area.
It's fantastic.
Fingers crossed they feel the same way about the courtyard. Now we've got the Japanese maple moved in.
Those leaves, it's the perfect timing of the year to get it. It's autumn, and look how the rust works so well with the bricks.
Can we see what it looks like with the doors open? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was great. Oh wow, that was fantastic.
That's just getting the light now. Like, it feels like you're still part of inside.
But it doesn't feel like a tiny courtyard now.
Yeah.
And imagine when that's open.
Yeah, exactly.
With Rizzo's little door in there. And just the fresh air that's going to come into the place.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's great.
It's really nice.
I hope they like upstairs just as much.
Very different.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Gosh, it feels like a room.
Yeah.
It feels really quaint. Not feeling small. It actually feels a really quaint room.
Yeah. No, that's a lot better.
And it feels quiet already.
Yeah. God. Oh my God, we'll be able to sleep.
I knew they'd love it, and it will look even better once we've finished painting the windows.
We can do like a grayscale. We can actually do sort of a medium grey on it, or we can actually sort of make it a charcoal black.
The whole wall?
No, just the windows.
Like that frame?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So the frame and then that.
Yeah. Oh, is that covered?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's how you get your seal.
Okay. It's covered. So that's it. That's a window.
Oh, you can't see through there?
No. What do you want to see through?
To get some light into the room.
And we were going so well. Joe and John asked me to enclose their balcony-style bedroom. But now they've seen the solid panels in the windows, they're not so sure.
Oh, you can't see through there?
No. What do you want to see through?
To get some light into the room.
That's what these are for.
That's what, oh.
That's what we'd written. We'd written in the thing that it was a solid.
No, I imagined these were windows.
If you do that, you're going to actually have to put curtains and blinds on. Well, remember, you've still got the light there and the light coming through the door.
I'm still just not sold. I feel like it's too dark for a room now.
Let's move on.
I need to lock off the artwork for the courtyard wall. Traditional graffiti was too much for Joe and John, but they liked the simplicity of black and white lines. So I've called in illustrator Tessa McDonnell. She specialises in botanical and animal line drawings, ideal for the natural theme I have in mind.
I loved the idea of some of the elements actually looking like they fit in the environment, that they were always there and part of the tree. So you might have like a bird perched on a branch that comes out. Yeah. Because it's an urban environment, this is a warehouse, is going down a botanical route. The best route, I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I like the juxtaposition of that idea. It would be stylistically more urban, but thematically
quite botanical. Yeah. And then maybe you're bringing through colours in, I don't know, the more live elements, like if you put a bird in there or...
Yeah, if it was a Japanese maple, then we could go like some Japanese deer, some cranes in the sky or something like that.
I love that. OK, I think we're onto something.
The transformation here is really starting to emerge. This window cum wall divider will light up the entrance and dining areas.
That's heavy.
But Shaynna tells me the room needs a focal point, so she's putting in the fireplace that Joe has always wanted.
Woo! How heavy, boys? 250, 300? 300.
Too much.
Hi.
Hi, Shaynna.
Wow.
No, just finished fitting it.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, it is better.
Yeah, it's really... Oh, my God, the fireplace. Wow.
Isn't it great?
That is such a feature, and that was the problem here on this side. There was just no feature.
Yeah.
And I think just by putting in a few key pieces like the courtyard, focus here and something there, it really is going to feel so different.
The fireplace visually connects the dining and lounge areas, and the black metal box reflects the metal of the windows and room divider. But this lounge room needs its own feature, which is why we commissioned this.
Oh, I'm not going to fit through at the same time.
Artisan cabinet maker Luke Atkins has built the boys a custom entertainment unit.
Luke, this is awesome, right?
And it's the length of a tree.
So what type of timber is there, Luke?
Combination of messmate and wormy chestnut.
Oh, wow.
This sort of grain and lots of dark spots in there always works well with that sort of concrete floor, especially going on a brick wall with that industrial look.
The cabinet is both functional and a work of art. There's concealed storage for technology and even a spot for firewood.
Well done.
And the length draws the eye from the courtyard to the fireplace to tie the spaces together.
Amazing.
And there's more bespoke cabinetry for the kitchen.
The boys love entertaining, and they adored that restaurant I took them to where they had that display of coloured bottles. So I want to give them a bar. Now, it's going to be very simple, just a few open shelves, and then I'll do some metal around the edge like the windows that are going in. But I'm going to do on the shelves the same tinted mirror that I've got on the splashback and the range hood. But to make it fun, I'm going to put an LED strip in the middle so that when you turn the light on and you put the bottles on, it lights up.
The bar will be the feature piece of the new entertainer's kitchen. The old layout was holding the guys back. So we've turned the island bench around to face the lounge and added tons of storage on the back wall. We're placing the bar near the dining and lounge for easy access cocktail making.
We've got a couple more things to do. We've got the shelf to put in, some lighting to do. It's going to look amazing. I think the guys are going to be blown away.
We need the courtyard to look its best for John's parents' party. So I'm on site with artist Tessa to start the mural, with a bit of help from technology.
So I've set this projector up. It's going to determine the scale and proportion really, really easily. So we've thrown it up on the computer. It's up on the wall, just trying to figure out that last little bit of detail, but I'm thrilled to see it finally come to life.
Jo and John always wanted artwork for this wall, and the simple black and white design is both minimal and striking.
She's a good size.
The bespoke benchtop for the kitchen has arrived. It set us back $9,400 and has a stunning integrated sink.
That's a great idea.
The simple white finish will contrast perfectly with the wood feature bench. Crisp white walls highlight the beauty of the bricks and timber, while this pinstriping turns the quirky windows into art. The boys love the warehouse's heritage, so I'm using this sweet print at the entrance from when it was a lolly factory.
These laundry doors were such a great idea. I'm sure Jo and John are absolutely going to love them.
It's almost deadline day. The guys move back in tomorrow ahead of the party in 2 days' time. So I'm back to help get the place finished.
Hi.
Hi, Shaynna. How you going?
Working hard.
Yeah.
What's this for?
This is Yaz's bench out in the courtyard.
Should we go ahead and have a look?
Let's go and have a look.
Looks really good.
Hey,
wow,
guys.
That looks
hey.
good.
Thank you. So there's still quite a little bit to do, but she's coming together nicely.
Wow.
I love the tiles, especially the pitted nature of them. They work so well with the brick.
This is the statement it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Well done.
I'm really pleased with the way this space has worked out.
That timber is amazing.
It's minimal, yet the timber gives it so much warmth.
Gorgeous.
It's my favourite.
So beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
And I love that it's the same species as over there.
Well, I think that was part of the thing, like that was disconnected from this and the courtyard didn't even feel like it was part of here. So I think the fact that we've stuck to the same sort of textures and colours and then they've found their own connection, which is really good. Yeah, it's come up
gorgeous.
All I got to do is screw it off now and it's finished.
That's the way. It's perfect.
2, 3.
Be careful.
Thankfully, minimalist design means there's precious little furniture.
So if you get started on there, I'll get this one.
The pieces I have chosen are simple and understated.
That colour goes so well with the concrete. Yeah. So if this was dark, it just would have like sort of been too much. That's the hero. It's all about that wall there. Look, lollies. Nice little surprise. And risotto.
Risotto.
That leaves one last area to dress. And while it's simple, I'm going to push Jo and John out of their comfort zone. Just a bit.
Seriously, I have to bring some colour into the place. These guys don't like a lot, so I'm just doing one colour in here. And I think this will just set it off perfectly and bring in the light that John so needs in this room. It's not dark at all.
Time to bring in the boys. They're on their way. and I can't wait to welcome them home.
Yes, I can let you in. Come in. How are you?
Good. Oh, that looks beautiful.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That looks gorgeous.
Joe and John wanted to keep the minimalist look with some added character. By uniting the open plan layout with a few key features, we've created a cosy, welcoming home.
Fantastic.
This is amazing. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Wow. This really just sets it off.
Definitely.
It's gorgeous, and it's just all the materials here, your concrete, your bricks, and then your industrial that's just all connected together now.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And just looking back and seeing that graphic now, which I was not like a bit worried about at one
There
stage.
was a lot you were worried about.
But I'm really loving that now.
So turn around and let's just take in the rest of it. So that cabinet, oh my God, I'm sorry.
That's beautiful.
How beautiful is
It's
it?
gorgeous. Looks bigger than I thought, but I love that it's so huge. Like, it looks great.
Well, because it sneaks into this part here, it's taking away the division of everything, so it's just feeling like it's all part of the one space.
The guys were afraid to personalise their space, but we've added warmth and character to make it a home.
That's cool. Excellent.
Couch is beautiful.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So there's a little bit of a treat on there, if you have a look at the cushions.
I love that.
She can see herself there.
Rizzo, you got your own cushion.
Let's go out to the courtyard.
Yas has created a simple yet striking urban oasis that flows from the inside to the outside.
Fantastic.
Bifold doors, tiered entertaining spaces and a monochromatic palette makes it an inviting, entertaining space.
No, it's fantastic.
The wall tiles are really nice.
Yeah.
And it brings the inside out and vice versa.
And look, I think this has just turned out absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's, kitchen time.
Kitchen time, all right.
The kitchen was once disconnected from the living areas. But turning the island bench around unifies the entire space. And the black and white minimalist aesthetic is carried throughout.
Love this. Oh, I love
Beautiful.
That is so beautiful. The
Yeah.
tap. That's fantastic.
And it's just that moulded, integrated sink.
Yeah, it's so
That
nice.
is fine. Yeah.
I love the wood, exactly the same wood from over there. It all ties in.
Yeah. And so this is your tinted mirror, and you get your courtyard in there as you're cooking.
Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I love that.
The range hood is cleverly hidden behind the same mirror as the splashback, making it a feature.
We have a range hood.
Yeah.
You have a range hood, yes. So you can actually cook properly now. And this is your storage, but also your appliance cupboard.
Fantastic.
So you can set up a blender, something else in there. You've got your oh, it's actually Rizzo's home.
Rizzo, yeah.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And then the cocktail bar.
Oh, wow.
That is beautiful.
Oh, that is fantastic. That is so cool.
Like moths to a flame, it draws you in with clean lines and warm lighting.
The lighting is so cool. I actually love that.
That is fantastic. Oh, wow. Oh, it's just, it's amazing.
Downstairs is a success. But will those bedroom windows be my downfall?
Wow.
The balcony bedroom is now a private sanctuary.
Beautiful.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
To maximise the light, the walls are white. And I've added a splash of yellow for colour.
Is it light enough for you?
Yeah, it's lovely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that looked good.
Painting them black is about making it architectural rather than just a big wall and a window.
Makes it feel like a bedroom now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just beautiful now.
Yeah, it feels like it's a lot more intimate now. Yeah.
I knew they'd come around.
Wow. Wow.
Well done.
Yay!
We finished on deadline and on budget. The boys added $25,000 on top of their original $110,000 budget, which allowed us to tick everything off their wish list. Downstairs tallies up at $65,000, including the courtyard, entrance and the entertainment unit. The kitchen was our biggest individual spend, totalling $60,000, and we spent $10,000 upstairs enclosing and fitting out the master bedroom.
We had things in our head or ideas, but we knew we couldn't pull it all together, but it's having the trust in you to just actually see that and pull it together, which it's just amazing. Like the way everything's turned out, I don't think there's anything
I would change.
No.
Just want to come home.
Yeah, it's just perfect.
Yeah, and just have our friends over again and just, it's fantastic. Got a bit of a tear.
Oh, you're giving me a bit of a tear too.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. Welcome to our house. And John's got a few words to say.
Thank you everyone for coming and seeing our beautiful new house. We're over the moon with it and loving being able to share this with Mum and Dad for their 70th birthday.
Happy birthday.